All right, welcome back to Forecasting with Friends. Of course, I'm Fox 26 meteorologist John Dawson. My friend is Erin Lee. I'm so excited to meet Erin. We've been corresponding over the years, and you've been providing me samples of emergency food over the years that I've been testing in our emergency gear test. So, found yourself in Houston.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here
today. And then found yourself in the Fox 26 studios, right? So that was real fun. Bridgford Foods is what we're talking about today, and these are your emergency meal solution. So just give me a little bit of background of what Bridgford Food provides for emergency preparedness food.
Sure, and just to give you a little bit of history too, Bridgford Foods was established in 1932 by Hugh H. Bridgford in San Diego. Started out in the retail meat market. So over 90 years, we have been in business.
Wow.
We've evolved into our meat snacks, where our beef jerky, sausages, and things of that nature. We have a plant in Chicago. We have 2 frozen dough plants in Dallas, where we have rolls, cinnamon rolls, biscuits. Also 1 frozen dough plant in Anaheim. And then we're talking about emergency management.
That's right.
We have our plant in Statesville, North Carolina. So just north of Charlotte.
Okay, and that's where this comes from.
Yes.
Okay, and so typically when I talk about emergency preparedness food, I have the same little speech that I give. I say, look, nobody wants to buy emergency food because, number one, it doesn't normally taste good. You hope that you never have to eat it, right? Because if you're eating it, then there's like a problem. And, it's usually like a dehydrated or something along those lines. You solve a lot of problems with this option when I talk about those complaints because, number one, I'll eat this stuff, right?
That's wonderful.
And the shelf life, right? It's you can buy it and it's going to be around a while.
Yes, up to a 3-year shelf life from the date of production. Stored 80 degrees or less to maintain that maximum shelf life.
Yeah, so we do need to make sure you're not going to, leave it up in the attic or something like that.
Right. Yeah, especially here in the Houston area, it could be a little too warm. You'll just lose some of that shelf life.
Keep it relatively room temperature, sort of a deal. So let's talk about some of these flavors, and we have some special guests who are going to do some taste testing. So let's talk about some options, and then we'll see what we can give them.
And what I brought today is some of our sweeter options, my favorites. I always go for my favorites first. And then I also have our more savory options. And these are great for emergency planning. However, they're also great for outdoor activities. We do sell our retail package in store at Bass Pro and Cabela's. So great for camping, hiking, fishing, but then also for your hurricane.
Right. You got to have stuff ready. Okay. So Mark Coleman, Tyrion Spurs, hard-working folks in the newsroom. Here to tell you want savory or sweet?
You can try them all if you'd like.
Or all of it. You want to cut some in half and give?
So today I've got our French toast.
All right.
This is a filled French toast. I always say go for the middle because that's where you have the juiciest pieces.
Yep. I'm going to provide you with some napkins in case we get a little crazy, right? All right. Here, we're just going to serve up. Y'all want to try this French toast? You want to try it here on camera? See what we got?
And that one has real maple syrup in it too.
Real
so it's a
maple
bread
syrup?
outer and then the maple syrup on the inside.
I was coming in strong. Now, this is not required to have any sort of heating or water.
Right. What makes our brand different than some of the competition, there's a lot of dehydrated out there. Yes, it might have a 10-year shelf life, a 20-year shelf life, whereas ours is 3. But you do not need to do any water activation. So water is very important during hurricane season. You'd rather drink your water than heat your food with it. Also, no heating is required. So this would be safe for all ages. You don't need to heat this. If you did want to heat it, you could use one of the flameless heating sleeves, or this packaging is boil proof. So it will not melt. You can put it in boiling water. It's also waterproof.
Which I think, that would be great. So do y'all want to try the blueberry or move to another? This blueberry, right?
Yes, the blueberry is one of my favorite as like a sweeter breakfast or dessert option. When we make it at our plant in Statesville, I think it totally smells like the entire plant is a blueberry muffin. Yeah.
This one's a little messier, but it eats good though, for sure.
It's good.
Yep. All right. So sweets, okay?
Sweets, yes.
All right.
Thumbs up.
We got soft and sweet. We got going here. So I would imagine this is like a Pop-Tart or something. Like if I want to heat it up, I can, but if I just want to eat it right out of the package, I'm good to go there as well.
Yep, absolutely. And then you don't need utensils either. You can just...
No utensils.
Of
course you don't need utensils.
It's as easy as just opening it up And then you could just slide it up and eat it out of the package if you want to. So it's great on the go.
Okay, what do we got next? Pizza?
So this one's pizza. This is a pepperoni pizza. And some of our components, meals, are in the military rations. So that one is in the military ration currently.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. You guys originally started making these for the military, right?
Correct.
And so these packaging, this brownish packaging, that looks very military-like, right? And so you put these in some of their meals ready to eat. It's like a component.
Yes, we do. It's
That's
a component in the military.
That's how it started, and you're still doing that.
Yes.
And then you're like, hey, these are pretty good. Some people might want to buy these, just normal consumers. And like you said, for camping, other things besides emergency preparedness. So you put it in a fancy package and you're ready to go, right?
Right, yeah. And you can find the fancy package, as I said before, Bass Pro Cabela's. You can also purchase it directly on our website now, which is bridgeford.com/ready to eat. So we have those available by the case on that site. So we'd have like the retail packaging or even the bulk packaging. So if you needed 60 pizzas, there's 60 pizzas in a case, or 48 of some of our other items.
Which is this the pork that you were talking about?
This is the barbecue pork.
We've been typing this one up a little bit. All right, so let's come over here to the pork.
So with
knife
the
on the
wraps,
floor.
we also have a Mexican beef and cheese wrap that a lot of people
Hold on, I'm
say
gonna pick this
tastes
up.
like a taco.
So what is this pork?
Yes.
Okay.
It's barbecue pork.
I'm gonna just take the rest of this one. Y'all are gonna have to.
Savory. It's flavor.
Oh, barbecue, right?
Mm-hmm. Has a good flavor.
And this is a wrap, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the wrap ones, we have two options on the wraps. There would be two in a package. But all of these have around a
This one's
300 calorie.
I don't know where to put the one I bit off of. I don't want anyone else to get a little aggressive and try to get in on that. Okay, what was your favorite? What'd you like?
Okay, the wrap was good for the savory. That was my favorite. And from the sweet, I like both the blueberry and the maple one. Both of them were pretty good because they were soft and kind of moist on the inside.
Fantastic.
Okay, you?
Yeah, I agree. The berry and the French toast are both tasty.
I was trying to give away some. Which one? You want French toast?
Sure.
Take it for the road, right? French toast. You want pizza?
Exactly.
Wait, what else we got? Apple turnover.
Yep, we've got an apple turnover
Which
here.
did you like? You want the
pizza.
sausage, apple turnover?
Yeah, I'll do the sauce.
Okay, there's one for the road. All right, thank you for the hardworking Fox 26 newsroom employees doing the taste testing. Wanted someone else to kind of give some input besides just myself. So fantastic. You got a little parting gift and everything there for you as well for our Bridgford Foods. Appreciate y'all's help with making that happen. And we'll see about next time getting a microphone so you can be heard even more. So I don't have to translate everything for you. But fantastic. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so I want to review a little bit here what we've got. Bridgford Foods. They have a 3-year shelf life.
Correct.
And we didn't talk about price very much. Give us like a real overview of kind of what we're expecting as far as costs.
So from a retail, if you're going to pick these up, the retail package from a Bass Pro or Cabela's, you're in the $5.99 to $7.99 range right now. On our website, however, if you're buying by the case, the pizza is $2 per unit or less.
Okay, so again, if you're buying those cases, you're going to get one of these packages, and however big the cases that you end up ordering. So that kind of helps cut on the cost a little bit. And we talked about the 3-year shelf life, so that if you buy it now, you can, you have to check when it was manufactured. I think that's the key, right? And then it'll still, I think you get at least 2 seasons out of the deal for sure, as far as
But
that
they're
goes.
so good, you might eat it even before then.
Right, and that's the whole point with this. A lot of hurricane food, you're going to buy it, you're going to store it, and then it's about to expire, and you're like, I don't really want to eat that, you know? But with these, I really do think you're like, hey, we'll put one in the toaster oven and have a little something, or, you know, we're going to go take it out camping, or, you know, I've actually, the stuff that you sent me last year, it wasn't the turnover, it was a cinnamon roll, I think it was. Like
Cinnamon bun.
I was just like, I didn't pack enough lunch for work, and I just went back and grabbed the cinnamon bun, and I was able to supplement a little bit about what I was doing. All right, fantastic. Did we leave anything out?
I think that's all. Just, you know, we're available on our website as well. It's bridgeford.com/ready to eat. And give us a call. Our 1-800 number or our direct plant number is listed on our website. So if you have any questions at all, reach out to us.
And what were the local retailers for these?
Here in the Houston area, Bass Pro or Cabela's would have those both in store and online.
I've been to those before. They're definitely around as well.
There are some different configurations as well on Amazon through our Amazon retailer.
Okay, fantastic. All right, this is Erin Lee. She's with Bridgford Food, and I think we had a pretty good taste test on this. Check out my YouTube channel for the more reviews for Hurricane Gear Test as well, and we'll be back right after the break.